Okay, so let's just look at some probability questions. So if you throw a fair dice, these ones are to do with dice. So you throw one dice, the probability of getting an even, so there'll be 6 possibilities, and an even is 3. So it's 3 on 6, which is 1 in 2. Divisible by 3, so that means that divisible by 3, there'd be 2 options out of the 6, so that ends up being 1 in 3. Okay, now when 2 dice are tossed, and there's a couple of different ways of looking at this. One way you could draw out the whole table. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then you get like a 1 with a 1, a 1 with a 2, a 1 with a 3. I might actually go down. So I go a 1 with a 1, a 1 with a 2, a 1 with a 3, a 1 with a 4, a 1 with a 5, and a 1 with a 6. Okay, so I just quickly wrote the table out for you. So if you look at that, there are 6 on the first one and 6 on the second. So there's actually 36 possibilities. And you can see that from the table. There'd be 6 times 6. Okay, so if we want to get at least 1, 2, okay, at least 1, 2, you could go, all right, you can come through and you can tick all the ones that are at least 1, 2. So in the first column, there's going to be a 1 and a 2. The second column, there would be 6 of them. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, and 2, 6. So tick all those, and then there's 2 in each of the other ones. So there would be 6, okay, plus 5 more. So there'd actually be 11 options. Okay, so it'd be 11 out of 36. Now, if you were going to do it like a quicker way, you could 1 minus the probability of no 6s. So you could go 1 minus the probability of not a 6 and not a 6. Oh, sorry, it's not 6, it's 2. So not 2 and not 2. And that way you could do it without even drawing the table up. Because what you do is you go, all right, the probability of not getting a 2 on the first one times the probability of not getting a 2 on the second one would be 5 in 6 times 5 in 6, which will be 1 minus 25 on 36, which is 11 on 36. So you get the same answer, but you don't have to draw the table up. So looking at the next one, it says the sum exceeds 8. So which one of these does the sum exceed 8? Now, if you go into this column, all of those, it exceeds 8. This one is the last 3. This one, it is this one. And looking in the 3's column, exceeding 8 would best be that one. So if you didn't draw the table out, then you'd know that it would be out of 36. So you'd just be going down each column and you go, all right, 6 and what will give you something bigger than 8, and you go like, okay, so be 6 and 3, 6 and 4, 6 and 5, 6 and 6. So that would be 4 options. And then you go to the 5's column and you'd mentally say to you, 5 and what will give you something greater than 8. So 5 and 4, 5 and 5, 5 and 6. So that'd be 3. And you kind of see the pattern there, can't you? Okay, because it goes 4, then 3. And then you go, all right, now let's do 4. So you go 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. So there are 2 there. And then if you go to the next one, you do the 3's. So 3, so it'd have to be greater than 8. So you'd have to go 3, 3, 5, and 3, 6. So, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Greater than 8, no, you can't use that. So that'd just be 1. So 4 and 3 is 7, 8, 9, 10. So it ends up being 10, which is 5 over 18. Okay, the product is even. You could go through and think about this. Drawing the table's a bit hard, it takes time. So you could still look at the table and you could do it, but you could sort of go, all right, if I know that if I multiply an odd by an even, I'll get an even. So when you're looking at 1 and something, there's going to be 3 because it'll have 3 evens with it. When you look at 2, it's going to be all of them. When you look at 3 with something else, there'll be 3 in that because it'll be 3 with all the evens, like 2, 4, 6. When you look at 4, there'll be 6. When you look at 5, there'll be 3. And when you look at 6, there'll be 6 because they all got an even in them, because an even times an even, like an even times an even is an even, that's 4, and an odd times an even is an even, but an odd times an odd is an odd, so they won't count. Okay, so add that up, you get, that's 9, 9 and 9, so 3 9s are 27, so it'll just be 27 out of 36.